Greetings in the name of Jesus Christ. Well, in the last video I told you guys that if something else came up, I'd jump on here and do another quick video of it and let you know. Well, it happened just a few hours ago. Virginia delegate receives national attention for introducing bill to loosen restrictions on late-term abortions. Now this is coming from WDBJ 7 out of Richmond, Virginia. Actually, all the news outlets up there are putting this out. So let me read you a little bit of this article to give you an idea. But our worst fears are coming true. New York did it. Now other states are going to start pushing this. A bill introduced in the Virginia General Assembly is getting national attention after being highlighted by abortion opponents on social media. Kathy Tran, a Democrat who represents part of Fairfax County in the Virginia House of Delegates, recently introduced a bill that would loosen restrictions on abortions during the third trimester of pregnancy and allow abortions during the second trimester to take place outside hospitals. Current Virginia law only allows abortions during the third trimester after a doctor and two consulting physicians have determined that continuing the pregnancy would likely result in the mother's death or that the pregnancy would substantially or irremediably impair the mother's mental or physical health. A Virginia House subcommittee voted to table Tran's bill in a 5-3 vote Monday. 5-3, that's close. Before the vote was taken, members of the subcommittee questioned Tran about her legislation in an exchange that was captured on video and later posted on social media. In the video, which can be seen on a Twitter account for the Virginia House of Delegates GOP caucus, Tran can be heard answering questions posed by Delegate Todd Gilbert, a Republican who represents part of the Shenandoah Valley. This is him speaking. "So how late in the third trimester would you be able to do that?" Gilbert asked Tran, referring to the point at which her legislation would allow an abortion in the third trimester. Tran can be heard expressing her displeasure with the fact that physician witnesses were not able to attend the committee meeting before Gilbert is heard pressing Tran to answer the question. She responds, "The third trimester goes all the way up..." Oh, I take that back. That's Gilbert. "The third trimester goes all the way up to 40 weeks, Tran said in response to Gilbert's question. "I don't think we have a limit on that bill." So that was Tran responding to his question. Gilbert continued, "Where it's obvious that a woman is about to give birth, would that still be a point at which she could request an abortion if she was so certified? She's dilating?" "My bill would allow that, yes," Tran answered. In an interview with Washington-based WTOP Radio Wednesday, Governor Ralph Northam defended Tran and said reaction to her bill has been blown out of proportion. He did take issue with the portion of Tran's legislation that would eliminate the requirement in current law mandating that more than one physician sign off on a third trimester abortion. Guys, this is exactly what I said was going to happen since New York did this. Every other state is now going to start submitting this, and it's because all the Democrats are working together, and this is their plan, is to push this all the way through and have it happen in every state, and it's starting. Right now, Virginia has tabled it, but it was only a 5-3 vote. It's not going to be very hard for them to convince one or two, three other people to vote on their side, and they will pass that into law. What state is next? Who's going to decide to push this bill next? Keep watching and you'll see. We're going to see a snowball effect on this. It's going to start steamrolling through every state. And they will win and they will get it just like they did in New York. And you will see them cheer after they vote this in, just like they did in New York. If you are in the state of Virginia and you see this video, or if you watch this video and you know somebody in Virginia, tell them to call their congressman. Tell them to call the governor, because evidently he's on board with it. And tell them you want that voted down. No, absolutely not. Because if you vote that in, that's it. The blood is on the hands of every resident of that state. And who knows? God's not going to let this stand, you guys. He will not allow this. And if your state votes that in, then you're looking at judgment. Plain and simple. Don't believe me? Vote it in. See what happens. By then it'll be too late. Guys, we've got to stay on top of this. As a church, as a religious group or nation, we have to start voicing our displeasure and our disavowing this. Call your congressman. Call your governor. Email them something. Let them know that if this comes up in the House in your state, tell them you want it voted down. You absolutely do not support any abortion legislation that allows third trimester abortions. Because it's murder. They're talking about taking a baby that's about to be born and killing it. How much more can this earth hold? Anyway, I just heard that. Wanted to jump on here and let you guys know. Anything else comes up, I'll put it out.